posture thing in your kitchen. I don't know what to say, to be honest. Okay.
All right, bro. We're live on
Hello,
on StreamYard.
Mr. Thrive Nation. This is the Friday office hours, open office hours. So hop into the Zoom link if you'd like to be a part of this. I won't be able to see your comments elsewhere. So, man, this is definitely an investor special. That's for sure. All right, what else? Special home needs some work. So nice. Just accessory apartment above the garage and a separate cottage behind the house. Huge lot, 2 lots actually. Main lot, blah, 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 blah. Garage has a mechanics pit for a person who loves to tinker. Oh, wow. It's got a pit, dude. This thing's pretty sick, to be honest. Level 3 square footage is auxiliary apartment.
Yeah, so I won't be available because I got to go do some right now, but this is live. Just text me when you're done, and I'll shut off the live stream.
You got it.
Yes, sir. Let's get it.
Let's go. All right. Well, let's see. Didn't put any pictures of anything in here for the other units. Man, that is a fat lot, though. Man, this thing's gonna go way above asking. That's a fact. So, I mean, guys, I'm just gonna make offers, like I said, because nobody's got any questions or anything. So, I'll just continue to work as if nobody was here. So, a proper in the MLS here. So, I'm going to look and see what. I don't give a whole lot of details, but of what kind of potential as far as let's see, level 4. I mean, it looks like one of them's a 1-1. This one's a 1-1. That's different square footages are. This person. Oh shoot.
Hi, this is Mike Vilchich, and thanks for calling. I am away from my phone right now helping another client, but if you'll leave your...
Okay. Is he the only one on here? Yeah. All right. Shoot. Thing. Well, I already spent a little too much time on this, but just curious what these may be able to rent for. So let's take a look. South Salt. So let's see. Worst case scenario, they're 1-1s. Not enough. Okay. Okay. Well, 1-1, 2-1, whatever. Probably get $1,300. So let me play with the calculator a little bit. It's a good amount of work, to be honest. Honestly, this one's tough to analyze. So let's see. Damon, the Zoom link should be. Oh, did somebody drop something in the chat? Oh yeah, no, it's all good. Damon, the Zoom link should be in the description. Hold on a second. All right. So I'm going to copy and paste this URL into my other screen over here. It's on my second screen so that I can put in all this MLS information that it needs in order for me to write this contract up. So today is the 6th day. 6th day of May. Owner of record is the owner. Last offer made. On this one.
Thank you, Sean.
Yeah, absolutely. Is it not in the description?
No, I tried every link and it kept saying the host has another meeting in progress, and it was just like loading, and it wouldn't give me access to this direct link right here.
Shit. Well, there you go. You're here. You're one of the lucky ones.
All right, appreciate it.
Yeah. Did you have a property you wanted to look at or anything?
Man, I've been trying this. Go ahead, my fault. Go ahead. I'll wait till you finish.
Because I'm just making offers because nobody's really had anything necessarily. So,
man, this whole week went to waste because Scott would text me or send me an email back one time a day telling me, "Oh, your list is split up. Put everything on one list. Oh, you have all these other unnecessary fields. Eliminate those. Just give me the address and the phone numbers or the names and the the names and the addresses of the leads." And I sent them all that. I did everything I was supposed to do. I heard back from him, like I said yesterday. I haven't heard back from him yet. He gave me a login, I think, for $1, and I haven't heard back from him yet, man. So it's just like, it's like wasting my time, man. I know I didn't complete the process initially properly in the beginning, but ever since then, I've been on it the way y'all been asking me. First, it said 500 leads. I gave 500 leads. Then he wanted 5,000 because he wanted to make sure I got enough for the month when the program only said 500. So all right, I did that. You know what I mean? So it's just like, come on, man.
I hear you. Well, yeah, I hear you. Well, we're gonna hopefully get it straight for you. I mean, as far as the lists go, yeah, those things can. I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of manual work. We always have VAs do that stuff because it's a lot of work to get those
It's
lists.
simple. I skip trace plenty of lists, bro, and everything. All you do is you the top of the field. You just make it so that the selections fit up, line up properly. I put them as a CSV file. Downloaded into the uploaded into the selection where it says load your file here. I'll be using our direct skip. So I put the file in there, and 10 minutes or not even so later, you get the list back with all the skip trace information.
Well, to be honest, I'm not. I don't know, to be real. I'm sorry. I wish I did.
Oh
Man, yeah, the trial hopefully will make you ready for the fire. When you get off that dial, you're gonna be pissed off, not taking no for an answer. So
yeah. Trust me, I know. Man. I'm about to just get my own dollar, man. I'm about to just try to get somebody to go half with me. For real. I'm like, yo, this is crazy. Come on, man. Get the ball rolling.
That's the idea. It's like, I don't know. I mean, we wanted to make it easy, but I guess we're not making it that easy for you.
I mean, you got to understand, right? You're dealing with a lot of, not to cut you off, but you're dealing with a lot of novice. Most of us are novice when it comes to this real estate game. You guys probably have years of, so much time invested in this that the process is familiar with you, when it comes to certain aspects of it. For us, we learn it as we go for most of us because we're not getting direct hands-on, even though we can communicate, which I appreciate very much, as we have access to you. And you gave me, personal access, which I'm very appreciative of both of y'all for that. But it's like certain things you got to be a little bit more lenient with individuals, and kind of, it's sad to say, but you kind of got to hold people's hands a little bit in the beginning till they get the hang of it.
It's true, and we're trying, but yeah, I hear you. I mean, I'm not. Yeah, I hear you. Well, I appreciate your patience. I mean, hopefully we can get it figured out and make it worth your while. But
no, I get it. I'm not upset at nothing. I just want to get the ball rolling. Like I want to make some calls so I can start, hopefully making some offers.
Hey, that's right. I mean, I know why. So trust me, I understand it's good, proper intention. So yeah, I mean, obviously Scott, he's out of town. I don't know what's going on with his.
No, I empathize with his situation. I know you explained it, so I'm not, I'm not an a-hole like that. Like I get it. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want to skip trace the list myself. I was going to pay for it and actually do it myself, but I didn't want to skip trace a list that he already was in the process of doing. So I just said, you know what? I'm not even going to waste my time.
Right. No, I hear you. Well,
who else is on the line? I keep hearing somebody laugh or something.
I don't know. Who is it?
I don't know.
It can only be Chandler because he's the only one unmuted. It's somebody.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully he'll. Yeah. As far as the list, I'm sorry. I just don't. As far as the technical stuff in that regard, I don't have that much experience with that. I've never done it, and I don't. It is simple. I know it's simple, but I don't. Yeah, I just don't. I don't really know what goes into it. To be all frank with you. The reason I like direct skip is because they have a extra feature where you can get the DNC added on for a couple of cents more to your list, and they actually return a bunch of relatives with, which is to me is vital because if the numbers don't line up, sometimes I actually make contact with relatives. Yeah. That's actually, and I mean, we've had some good success with that. Sometimes not. They're like, "Why are you calling my mom? Don't ever call my mom."
Yeah.
But yeah, sometimes they're like, "Yeah, just here's my dad's number. He owns the house. What? Stop calling me."
Correct. Yeah.
All right. So yeah, this I am you guys on our CRM. I mean, it's cool. We can we plug in all this info from our from the listing right here, and then I just like pop it into our Utah Rep C, and then over here it's cool because I send it to my. Okay, that's not what you want to see. Hold on. It's really great because instead of me manually having to fill out, where'd it go? Come on. There we go. Instead of me manually having to fill, anybody who fills out Rep Cs knows that it takes forever. You want to talk about manual work? Let's talk about it.
Yeah.
Going through one of these bad boys and filling all this trash out. So yeah, we got it set up. So we come in here and I pop out in this information. If your reflection already did it, is from the listing. All this info that, you know what? Let me see. Hold on one second. Let me make sure I did something right. You know, I'm talking, so I don't know. What's the 8th? Today's the 8th. Yeah, actually, I did it right. Cool.
No, today's the 6th, but I didn't know what you meant.
Today's the 6th. Oh, yeah, exactly right. I wanted to give them 2 days. So Sunday at 10 o'clock. And then look, you know, put that fat earnest money down because I'm trying to be as aggressive as possible, stick out as much as possible when, you know, when this real estate agent gets this offer.
Let them know you're serious, huh?
I mean, at least it'll get a look. Short close time, and then you know, a week's time. Because to be real, this person's probably gonna. I mean, this listing will go above 575. So the only way that I can, you know, possibly beat that some of these other people out is if I close quicker and bring more money to the table. And then hope that this guy may have a situation that, you know, the speed is maybe vital to them, you know?
Yeah.
So. 1 second.
Quick question. Did the owner say that he had multiple offers already?
I tried to call the agent.
Oh, the agent? Okay.
And yeah, I actually tried to call him right here. I'm gonna call him again. I was curious if he, you know, I wanted to get some more information because in the listing it says, you know, I don't normally dive in a whole lot on some of these just because, you know, it's usually more cut and dry, right? There'll be more like information. So it's kind of a waste of time to reach out to the agent. But this is an investor special, and it's, you know, it's claiming that it has 2 extra spots on the property. I mean, you can see it's got, I don't know, it's got like basically it's supposedly 2 other spots in the house you can rent out.
Hi, this is Mike Filchich, and thanks for calling. I am away from my phone right now helping another client, but if you'll leave your
Why don't you help me, man? Yeah, so why didn't this send?
Hey, was this a on-market lead or an agent brought this to you as a pocket listing or something?
No, some market.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Send to account phone, maybe. I don't know. Okay, there we go. All right. Yeah, so we'll see if you give me a call back. But yeah, this one was, I mean, it needs a lot of work. I don't know what this is. I've never seen it. Hi, is this Mike?
It is.
Hey, Mike, how you doing today?
Good.
Awesome. This is Sean Hayes. I was giving you a call about your, you know, property there on East Leland Ave.
Yes.
Yeah, awesome. You got a few minutes to chat? Are you busy?
Well, I've got a little bit of time. I'm getting ready to go into a wedding, but I've got a little bit of time.
Okay. How about that? You getting married today, or what's going on?
Not me. Family member.
Okay, cool.
I've been happily married for 38 years.
Well, God bless your soul. Let's see. I was really curious about the you know, additional units on the property, just to kind of get an idea of, you know, so I can run some better numbers. But so I guess from the listing, the let's see. It says there's 2 additional. So one is detached and one's above the house. Is that right? Or
Yeah, so there's a detached garage, and there's one unit that is built above the garage that has actually, that unit is connected to the house. There's a stairway from inside the house that gets up to that prop, to the one above the garage. And then there's a rental cottage on the back. If you look at the pictures, there's a good aerial view that kind of shows.
that's the first picture, right?
What's that?
That's the first picture, right?
There's that one, and there's another one where I kind of tried to draw an outline of the land. That's all included.
Yeah. Okay. So the one that's got like, okay, I think I see now that you mentioned that. Okay, so that part of that's in the front of the house, is that one of the areas that could be rented, or that's like just an extra
That's
garage?
another garage.
Okay.
Right out in front of the house is another garage. So there's actually, that's a 4-car. Actually, the garage that has the apartment on top of it, he's fit 4 cars in that alone. They were small cars. They were little Opals. He used to restore old cars.
Right. Oh, so that's where the pit is. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right. So then the 2-car pull in, and then there's a is it like a 1-1 up there with a kitchen above there, or?
Yeah.
Okay. Man, it's a very interesting layout for a home.
It's a very interesting home for sure.
And then so what kind of work does that area need? I mean, is there any photos of that, or I just couldn't make heads or tail of where I was in the house and what was?
You know, the people that are living up there, they didn't let us in yet to do pictures up there. So
Okay.
I don't have pictures about it. That's actually one of the better conditioned areas of the whole house. So is that apartment above the garage?
Okay, so there's a kitchen up there and 1 or 2 bedrooms.
1 bedroom, 1 bath.
Okay. 1 bedroom, 1 bath. So is that the one that's like supposedly 581 square feet, ballparkish? Or
Probably. I don't have it in front of me.
well, so it just says like level 4,
That's
3.
the one going on the third. No, that's the one that's 1,000 square feet.
Okay, so that's the
So
1,000.
the 500 square feet is the cottage.
Okay, the cottage, that's the detached in the back, the white building.
Yes.
Okay, and that's a 1-1, and that has a kitchen in there, I imagine, as well, some type of.
Yep.
And there's no,
Yep.
is there any photos of that in the listing? I couldn't tell if.
Sorry, you're kind of breaking up. What was that question?
I said, is there any photos of that one in the, in there, or?
Yeah.
Okay, I just couldn't
Yeah,
tell.
there's photos of that, and they're labeled. You know, it says cottage family room, cottage kitchen.
Oh, wow, okay, that's, okay, I see. Okay, so that's not bad in there. And
It's not. It needs good updating.
sure.
You know.
Okay, got it.
They haven't rented it for about a year, but you know, within about a year ago, this was the last time they had that one rented.
Got it. Are all of these I mean, is that detached part, is it all hooked up to city water, or?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. And then okay, cool. So all right, so that makes good sense. And then what is the 220 square foot space on the second story? Is that just like where the kitchen is?
There's just another bedroom up there.
Okay, got it. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Okay. Do you know when they're going to be accepting this offer? I'm going to write it up here in a minute, but
You know, because of our schedules this weekend, because like I've got this wedding and they've got some tomorrow, we won't be reviewing any offers until Monday.
Okay. And then would you know if like if you know, are they trying to close quickly, or do they care about it? Or are they just worried about the price, or?
Well, they'd like to close before the end of this month, if possible. So they've got another home that they're buying, and which they're closing on June 1st, and they pulled out a HELOC on this home to help with that. But if they can close before they have to go in to close on that one, then they don't have to use the HELOC, which would make them very happy.
Well, what about if I can make a down payment, you know, make a down payment for them and sweeten the deal? Is that
Well, I would just,
yeah,
I would just say write up what you can. I mean,
okay.
You know, I know that there's one other guy who's been out there twice already since I put it on the market. And
Yeah.
he's talking about setting an offer. So we will be getting, I'm sure, multiple offers on this.
Oh yeah,
I mean, I think we
absolutely.
priced pretty aggressively.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, there's one like 3 lots away that's about 1,800 square feet. I mean, it's newer and everything, but it has no land. And they're asking about the same price we are.
Got it. Okay. All righty. Well, I'll put my offer in and see what happens. All right.
Sounds good.
All right. Take care. Have a great wedding.
All right. Thanks.
See you.
Bye.
All right. Well, see what happens.
Hey, Sean, are you doing a double dip strategy, as they call it? I guess dual agency agreement, or
No. So we wrote this offer represented. So one of our brokers is going to represent us. He does that in exchange for potentially having first pick if we decide we don't want to keep it. You know, he is interested in purchasing homes and having a portfolio as well. So he represents us, and actually he'll usually waive his percentage so that our offer can be stronger if necessary. Which I believe that's the case. So it is kind of like that, except for the agent doesn't necessarily. Well, the agent usually can benefit from it because, I mean, it's like a way for them to. I mean, we offer them a percent if they want, but usually they just don't want it. They'd rather throw it towards the purchase price, if that makes sense.
yeah,
So,
absolutely, I got it.
yeah, instead of taking, so I offer 575. Normally, I didn't look on the listing, but if that was 3%, 575 times 0.03. I mean, that means if somebody offered, $17,250 less,
Mm-hmm.
it's of the same. Or if somebody offered $17,250 more at the exact same price, or if we both offered the same thing, I would be ahead by $17,250. That makes sense.
Right, I got you. I know what you meant.
Yeah. So, I mean that's just to give us the edge. But the double dip is cool. It's just we don't go about it here like that in Utah, just because, like I said, we've had a partnership and he's interested in working with us. But
yeah, if that works better, then at the end of the day, as long as you get the deal,
I don't think right now what works better is making the best offer out there, because I mean these agents, they don't care. They're not like being choosy about whether or not you're represented or unrepresented or not. I mean, maybe some agents are motivated by him, but a lot of them, for some reason, they feel like it's a conflict of interest to represent both seller and client and buyer. So what you do is you say, hey, well, is there somebody in your brokerage that could represent me, write the offer up? And then they go, oh yeah, I'll totally do that. all of a sudden they're less concerned with ethics, because then they can get a piece of that under the table from their constituent.
absolutely.
And so they're just trying to cover their butts half the time when they say that. And I'm not trying to call any agents out that do genuinely represent their seller. I'm not saying that. They just they have to be cautious when they perform a dual agency like that, to not have a conflict of interest. Sweet.
Now, quick question, another question.
So
is online deals, is it a part of the program? Is it acceptable, or do you know that much information on?
Oh yeah. You mean if you bring one on that's on market?
Yeah, on market, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I would just make sure that if you do that you get as much due diligence time as you can, and you definitely want to make sure that you're, even if it makes sense at the list price. I mean, unless you're in Salt Lake City or Atlanta or some market that we would be interested in personally buying, I would say, like, if you're trying to reach out to sellers, or I'm sorry, buyers, and you have like if it's listed for 500, then you get it for 470, and then you try to sell it for 485. I mean, that is a discount, but I don't know if it's enough to where, unless it was just like really clear that the numbers made sense at 485. But like they want you to, you know what I'm saying? They want you to be significantly below that list number for them to really be interested. In 90% of the time, because most of these agents are listing these properties like pretty high above. I mean, they're pushing the the limit of what it's worth, right? So it's like you get it 25 grand off. Well, it was probably listed too high in the first place. So,
Exactly.
You know,
Exactly.
so you have to, it has to be pretty significant in order for it to usually make sense. Now, not necessarily so if it's like happens to be like investor special one or something like that. But yeah, I mean, it's cool if you have an on market one. Yeah, we can definitely look at it. On
Yeah,
market,
I was saying, not to cut you off, I apologize. I was just thinking more like you said, along the lines of wholesaling anyway. Most of the time, you'll probably find a wholesale deal on market before you actually find a wholesale deal. I'm not saying that you know that applies every incident, but that's what it seems like today.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, it's true. You could possibly, I mean, wholesaling is harder if it's on market because, you know, I mean, you could in theory, but it's harder because then the world has seen the photos. Like it was listed. So you have to be, if you buy from the MLS, you have to be willing to, you have to be willing to put some work into it, like paint it, redo something, like so that when you go and relist it, it's not, doesn't look the same. You know what I mean?
You got it. Yep.
You buy something. I mean, maybe in these crazy times, you could buy something and literally just relist it. I mean, you could.
Nah,
you could.
You're right.
As long as it's competitive, as long as you could. But you either have to be willing to hold it or actually put some money into it of some kind. Now, when it's off market and you get it, then it's interesting because no one's ever seen it. So it's like, oh well, you know, this. I mean, you know, this just looks like a seller took care of their home. It's not updated, whatever the case, right? And then as long as you're giving a discount on the full price, if it's worth, you know, possibly $425 and you list it for, you know, $390 right now, right? Someone's going to jump all over that. It's not a wholesale deal, but it's discounted enough from retail to where you don't care. You make your spread, you make your margin. And, you know, the person who's buying is happy because they're like, well, I got a little bit of room here, you know, if I want to, you know, redo the kitchen or whatever, you know, whatever these buyers are doing, right? And then they're not, you know, had to sell, right? They still have some equity. So yeah, wholesaling is great, better for off market, but you can do it on market. Just have to be willing to actually put some dollars into it, you know? Because I mean, you can still wholesale something. I mean, by definition, right? It doesn't mean you don't have to do nothing. You're not doing full gut rehabs, you know, then it's a flip, right? Sweet. Let's see. Well, does anybody else have anything on their mind? Any feelings, comments, concerns, other than about the dialer, which we're gonna get working for you?
I'm all set, man. I appreciate you today. Appreciate your time, man, and the insight you gave me.
Yeah, absolutely. Sweet. Well, you guys have a great weekend.
You as well.
We'll be back on Monday.
See you then, man.
All right. See you guys. Bye.
All right.
Yo, Nate, we're out. Bryce. Hello.
What's up, gentlemen?
How's it going? You came just in the nick of time.
Really, gentlemen?
I was about to bounce. What's going on?
You came just. I was just watching you guys, and I figured I'd jump in and show Nate some love, man. How you guys hanging out?
Appreciate it. Yeah, we're doing well, man. Thanks for asking. Yeah,
what up, Nate?
Nate's super busy. He said he ain't trying to.
What's up, man? I'm just running the Zoom for everybody, but I'm not really in the meeting too much.
You say he looks swamped over there, Sean. I mean,
swamp, bro.
Swamp. That guy's very busy. Yeah, Bryce. I don't think we've ever met, but yeah, I'm Sean.
Nice to meet you, man. Appreciate you.
Where are you out of?
So I live in Dallas. We're in the Tampa, San Diego market, and Dallas Fort Worth market. So
sweet. Cool.
Yeah, I just seen Nathan's post. I was just cleaning up some stuff with my marketing team and see Nathan's post and all the shade and love that he gets on his overpriced deals. I figure I'd come in and
That's right, dude. You like that, bro? We were getting hate from that one guy.
That was my deal too. Man, we went through a lot of struggle on that deal to get that thing done. I mean, that shade was well worth it. Well worth it.
That's cool, man.
Yeah, sweet. Well, Nate, are you talking or are you?
No, man, I'm just chilling, dude.
Oh, okay. I thought you were trying to talk. I thought, okay. Yeah.
No, thanks for coming on, Bryce. Sean, it looks like you said you're wrapping this up anyway.
Well, yeah, I was because they were just watching me make offers. So
All right. Bryce, you got a nugget for us? You got something you can share with the people before we take off?
The Investor Thrive Nation, give it to us.
What you got for us?
Best for Thrive Nation. And Nathan, this is the same group that we did our stream together, right?
That's right, man. Yeah, this is on the Wholesale Real Estate Mastermind. We actually have it streamed on a couple of different, you know how it is, StreamYard, stream it to multiple platforms. So yeah, man, you're
all over the wide web right now.
Yeah, man.
Sure.
Give us.
Yeah, man. First and foremost, I mean, if you guys are following Sean and Nathan and what they're doing for you guys, get plugged in because you don't know how valuable this is, man. I mean, I've got about 5 to 10 minutes here. There's a couple of people if y'all want to ask some questions. I mean, I've done about 10,000 transactions in the last 10 years, so I might be able to help. Man, I just erased my whiteboard for a training I was doing with some of my acquisition team that came over in-house this morning. But if y'all can see this right here, I did a live stream in our group the other night. Nate asked me to drop some wisdom. And
yeah.
If you can't see that, or if you can, you'll see that I've got 80-20 here. 80% of your work is going to create 20% of or 20% of your work is going to create 80% of your revenue. And this particular model or training that I was doing was actually a couple nights ago in my group, where I have my 10-year-old in there cold calling every night this week. He's been practicing for the last month. And I told him he could start this week, and he's got 2 deals under contract this week. We're going to make in excess of $200,000 off of both of them. So, this right here, this is a simple 5-step process. I kind of went over this with Nate in the podcast that we did a couple months ago, and it's simple. You know, the first step of the conversation, and this is what we were going over, is the conversation that you have with potential sellers, buyers, title, lending, any of that. You're going to spend 80% of your conversation just getting to know somebody and do what I call warm with form. If you can see that WWF up there, it's warm with form, which is family, occupation, recreation, always solves motivation. You'll never truly understand what somebody needs or wants out of a deal if you don't know what they're for. And so, if your conversation's an hour long, you should probably spend 45 minutes just hanging out with them and the 15 minutes going through steps 2 through 5, actually talking about the deal, the terms, expectations, and things like that. So, that's my 2 cents,
There's
man.
your nugget, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, man, because I mean, we're the people that are on this call. We're telling them to cold call, and I mean, if your 10-year-old's doing it for 5 days and he's got 2 deals locked up, I mean,
wow,
we need to shadow your 10-year-old.
Love it.
I mean, I don't claim to know everything, but I've been blessed with an amazing young man that just trusts the process, and I can't stress that enough. I mean, this job is not easy. There's a bunch of posers out there. There's a bunch of gurus out there that give you just enough to make you feel good. And, my 10-year-old, he just turned 11 a couple months ago. I keep saying 10, but my 11-year-old, he follows this simple 5-step framework on every conversation, and he's raised $30+ million over the last 6 years between our nonprofit, which is the Sharpen here, a couple of other local charities here in Dallas. And so he can do it. Anybody can do it.
That's amazing, bro. That's amazing.
wow.
This kid's a savage.
That is beautiful.
He's a beast.
Oh, one more time, the golden nugget. What was the 5? The 5 things we talked about there.
Yeah. So The 5 steps is warm with form. Spend 80% of your time warming up and getting to know people's family, occupation, recreation. So you should be asking 3 to 5 questions about their family, 3 to 5 questions about what they do for work, 3 to 5 questions about what they do for fun. And, that's probably the most challenging part of the conversation. Most people want to go right into diving into the numbers, asking about the condition of property and things like that. There's an old saying, and for those of you that don't know who I am, I'm an international keynote speaker. I've spoke with Tony Robbins, Les Brown, Dr. Eric Thomas, just John Maxwell, just to name a few. They usually hire me to come in and teach them how to speak and sell from stage. And so I've got a little bit of credibility behind me. So don't just take my word for it. At the end of the day, that step 1, if you ask 3 to 5 questions about each one of these things, you're going to get 80% of the information they need to solve their problem, right? And so where most of us investors in this business spend all this time beating up the property, beating up, what you can do for them. There's an old saying that says people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. And I live by that. I mean, this is an acronym. I don't know if it's backwards for you guys watching this on the live stream. What's that?
It is, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's backwards. So that way, when I do live streams or I take selfies with people, it flips it around. And it's a constant reminder for me to get better. I have to sharpen every day. I mean, I literally keep my script right here next to me every single day. I've been doing this for 10 years. I've closed almost 11,000 transactions, and I practice every single day. I'm always sharpening that X. And where most of us fail is trying to better understand the situation versus the circumstances, the problem of the property versus the problem with the people. And if we can solve the problem with the people, we can solve the problem with the property. And so, where most people fail to hang out in that uncomfortable spot, how many kids you got? Well, that gets creepy real fast. But if they mention that them and their kids need more room, oh, wow, you got kids? That's exciting. How many kids you got? And you do it that way. Now you're going to have a better opportunity to have a better conversation. And that's 90% of this business is just conversations. All the numbers that you run in the every day that you do this, that's not going to do anything for you if you don't know how to talk to people. And so, that's what I teach. That's what I preach, and I practice what I preach. So
I appreciate you sharing that, and I'm sure Nathan doesn't, because honestly, even as somebody that who's in acquisitions and we train a lot, but sometimes we move too fast for our own good, right? We're just trying to go to the next person, the next lead, and we're not. After 5 minutes, we think we understand that, this person's not motivated. But at the end of the day, we don't really know unless you do spend that time to dive into kind of the things you were just mentioning. So thank you for reminding me. That's a good point, It's not so much churn and burn, I guess.
For sure. I don't want to step on y'all's toes because you're doing something here. Do you mind if I share my screen and show that group if people want to go watch the cold calls? Are you okay with that?
Yeah, bro, do your thing. We don't care.
Yeah, let me
yes. Appreciate it.
Look at that. No, absolutely not stepping on our toes. We really appreciate you joining in. So
yeah, it's my pleasure. I just want to make sure before I just do it. Who else is in here? Who is that? Dalton and
Dalton is and Mr. Graham here, Damien, Mr. Graham.
Damon. He doesn't know me, but I actually was supposed to attend a cold call session. You had invited guys to, but it was a confusion on with the date or something. I don't know. I got different dates confused. I don't know. Something happened.
You talking about Payne?
Yeah, you had something maybe a couple of weeks ago that you were doing.
Look at that. Divine intervention at work. Look at that.
Look at God, bro. Look at God.
Hallelujah. How about that?
Sean's over there speaking in tongues. Calm down, Sean. We haven't even made the altar call yet. No, I'm just kidding. Hey, cool, Damien. I appreciate you, man. Yeah, reach out, man. We actually start that training next week. We had 2 different sales webinars training that was basically pitching to our sales intensive. It's something I've never offered anybody outside of our inner circle. So reach out to me, man. I'd be happy to share kind of what we're doing and get started next week. This is the group, though, I was going to share with you guys. Our group is super active, so as you can see.
I don't know if I'm in your group, to be honest. I'm ashamed.
Just so you guys know, your determination will dictate your destination. I live by that.
That's your love,
there he is. What's that?
That's him, huh?
That's him. That's the middle school millionaire. So that little guy right there, I mean, if he can do it, anybody can do it. And this will be his 5th day in a row. He'll be calling again here in about an hour. We'll be streaming back into that group. He's excited. He's got 2 deals, you know, and I told him I was going to pay him just like an acquisition person. He's got to earn his stripes. I'm not just going to give it to him. So I think between those 2 deals, that kid on his commissions, roughly 17.5%. So he on those 2 deals, he's going to put $35K in his pocket.
Wow.
So
what list did he? What list is he calling?
What's that?
What list is he calling?
What list is he calling?
Yeah, what list is he calling?
Nathan, I'm having a hard time hearing you.
Step up to the mic, Nate. Come on.
I'm straight up on the mic, bro. Can you hear me?
He said what list? He asked you what lists are you calling?
That's what I thought he said. This is the group right here. So virtual wholesaling, real estate tips and techniques. You can jump in there. There's some modules.
About to call that list, bro.
What and there's the 7 steps to every wholesale deal right there. You watch that video, you'll know everything you need to know. The 5 steps to every case, every conversation. Literally cold calling basics. There's some modules and groups stuff right there. Go through those in this group here. Free information, you guys. But as far as lists that we call, so we do a combination of a few things. We do direct mail, and so before anybody starts whining about direct mail, where most people get, you know, 0.5 to 1% right now in the market, and that's considered good. We do kind of a 3-step process where we do a white letter with blue writing, a white letter with red writing, and then a yellow letter. And we do what we call a triple rip. So we mail these out. We use names like Robin Mulligan, Scott Johnson, just to name a few, right? Like we use really generic names so we know which letter they called in when the VA answers. For tracking purposes, obviously we got different phone numbers on them, and people think they're shopping. So we have inbound leads. In that group, I also have my ebook where we teach Facebook groups, and we've been doing this for 10 years. So all these gurus just coming out talking about Facebook groups since the pandemic, we've been doing it for 10 years. And so, I mean, it's super simple. Join 10 groups every morning, and every morning post in the previous day's 10 groups. That easy. It's that easy.
Yeah.
Join 10 groups every day, and every day post in the previous day's groups, and you'll get 2 or 3 hot motivated sellers reaching out to you. It doesn't cost you anything but 10 to 20 minutes of your time every day. That's it. So between Facebook post, direct mail, and then we do RBMs and text blasts, and then our cold calls are high equity absentee owners, 65 plus.
High equity absentee owner. There's your answer, sir.
My target.
Beautiful. There you go.
Wait, bro, you just dropped. I asked you for 1 nug, not the gold mine, buddy.
Man said he's got the rainbow.
Can you guys hear me?
Information's free, man. Information's free. You're only as good as your execution, you know?
Can you guys hear me or no?
Yeah, we can hear you.
I was just saying, man.
You got to give away the pot of gold with it as well.
You ripped it. You ripped it, bro. I mean, when's the next time you hop on here, bro?
Let's go, man. Fridays are freeing up for me. So if Friday's your day, I've been doing a lot of meditation and prayer today. We got a lot of big things in the works. So
well, hey, let's get it. Hey, man, Bryce, I appreciate it, man. Let's do another podcast soon.
Let's do it, man. Let's do it,
man.
All right.
Have a good one, bro.
Send me a message.
Join the group, everybody. I just joined. Let me in. All right.
I joined too. Let me in.
Let me in, coach. All right. See you guys. Have a great weekend, everybody.
All right.
See you guys. Catch you on Monday.
God bless y'all. Have a good day.
See you.
All right, you too, bud. Say bye.